Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, really? Um, can you guys not hear Badaki? Yeah, I don't think doesn't sound like your sound's on at the moment. Okay. We're gonna answer your question, Tom, for sure. Um, what's up, Dak? Tom says I got offered Waddle, Olave, Michael Carter, and a 23 third for JT. My other RB is Nick Chubb. Okay, so you got offered Waddle, Olave, Michael Carter, and a 23 third. Hmm. It's interesting. Um, Waddle, Olave. The issue is the Michael Carter in the third. Um, I don't want Michael Carter in a third. Like if you can go from it, I love Waddle, I love Olave, but Michael Carter in a third isn't enough. I think if you can make that Michael Carter in a third into
Check.
a
Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Sorry.
yeah, we can hear you. You know, can you make that? I know
Let
it's
me
a
know if you can
reach,
hear me.
but can
Sorry.
you make it a J.K. Dobbins type player? Can you make it a? Let me try and find some reasonable players that you could maybe target because Michael Carter in a third is just that's where I'm getting caught up in that trade offer. Let me see.
I think it's tough.
I mean,
I think you can get so much more value there as well. I know the
can you
question
make it
Waddle
a
Lave.
David Montgomery, a Gibson maybe, a Josh Jacobs, an AJ Dillon? You know, that's when I would start considering it, but at the moment I don't think there's enough there.
I mean, even take Waddle Olave out and get a first. Tell him to keep Michael Carter and keep that 23 third. Give me a first. Maybe that feel
So
I
sorry, I don't understand what you're saying because you just said take Waddle and Olave
no
out,
no keep
and
Waddle
you're
and
only want a
Olave.
first for JT. I don't get
No,
it.
I'm saying keep Waddle Olave. Sorry, maybe I said that wrong. Keep Waddle and
Right.
Olave. Get rid of Michael Carter and that 23 third and give me that first, whether that's 2023 or 2024. Um, I would have preferred 2023, but I think that would put me
Yeah.
over the edge.
How
Like we
about
said it before.
Waddle, Olave, a 23 first and a 24 first?
Yeah.
Too much? But that's kind of like what I'm thinking. Or even like a first and a second.
Yeah, we said that before, like how much we should truly be getting for JT. Same thing. I think it was Cooper Cup as well.
Mm.
Like as much as JT is that talent, depending on how your team is built, like we'll definitely be shopping those guys.
Yeah.
And in a dynasty perspective, and maybe in a redraft perspective, depending
Yeah.
on what you can get in return in a redraft.
Sure. All right, guys, we are doing a redraft mock today. Badaki, how can people join us? If you want to show them that screen, just let them know.
Yeah,
How can they join us today?
super simple, super easy. Join the mock draft below. Ooh, here we go. Why is it on the wrong screen? This one. We want this one. Let me put this up. What's
Now we're in the
happening?
matrix right
I
now.
know we are in the matrix. What is happening? Super simple, super easy. Join the mock draft below. There we go.
What are you even saying now?
Sorry.
Join the Discord
Join the
below.
Discord. My bad. I'll start from the top. If you want to
What
join
is
a,
happening?
if you want to join a, any of our mock drafts, whether it's dynasty or redrafts, join our Discord, which is in the link. The link is in the description below. Click on that and then join our Discord. Then it'd be super simple, super easy. All you have to do is go to the redraft in season, and then we'll be putting the mock draft link in the redraft mock draft tab. Same thing with the dynasty. If we're on our dynasty channel, go to Dynasty Damn It, Dynasty mock draft tab. That's where we post the dynasty link. But Zach will be posting the redraft mock draft in that tab, so look out for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drop a like, guys, on your way in if you have yet to do so. That would mean a lot for us. Trying to get this redraft channel up and popping. Okay, so you want me to send a link out for this? Let's see.
Make sure
What
you
did you
join.
send
Make
that
sure you
link to?
join, by the way. I sent it to you on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
You haven't
Have I
joined yet.
not joined? I'll go. I'll go at 5. Oh, you're at 6, 4. I didn't see that. I'll go 9. Okay. Let me see. Does this work? Okay. All right. I'm going to send the link out here over on Discord. Again, in the redraft mock draft channel. Link to join the mock draft. At everyone. Oops. My keyboard switched over to a different language. It always does that randomly. Okay, here we go.
That's weird.
Okay, here we go. So feel free to join. This is gonna get filled up. We'll see how many people wanna do a redraft mock.
Boot up, baby, hada. Boot up, boot up.
What's up, Zach Miller? What's up, El Tigre? What's up, Rappin' Dog? What's up, Dak?
Rapping.
Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Rapping dog. Yeah,
I am not watching the Brady Mahomes Rodgers golf thing at the moment, but I've heard a lot about it.
Is that actually? Yeah, I've heard a lot about it as well. I'm not watching it either. Sounds cool, but don't think I want to.
Tom says, so take Waddle, Olave, 23 first and 24 second. Yeah, I think I would take that for JT. I think I would do that. All right, we're full. So let's go ahead and start this. It is a PPR.
Let me just change the
Keep in mind, guys, one quarterback here. Okay, one quarterback, two running backs, two wide receivers, two flexes, a tight end, PPR format. So go ahead, Badaki, whenever you're ready.
Yeah. We'll start this bad boy. 1 minute on the clock. Wow.
Goes JT, CMC. Let's see what happens here at the 103 for Fellaini. I know the exact photo that Fellaini's profile is. I know that exact photo of Julio because we used that photo a lot in our graphics last year. Or, well, 2 years ago it was, actually.
Every time you say Fellaini, I think of, wow.
Wow, there goes Koopy off the board at the 103.
Every time you say Fellaini, I think of, have you seen Big Hero 6? Fa-la-la-la-la.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Quality movie.
It actually is so good. We watched it again the other day. Take my third running back in my rankings, and that's Najee Harris.
Najee off the board. All right, Najee's off the board. JT, CMC, Cooper Kupp, and Najee Harris. If you guys don't know, we actually just released a video on this channel with our top 12 running backs. So if you'd like to view that, I'll copy the link here and I will paste it in the chat. Oh, I realize I'm pasting it from the Dynasty channel. My bad.
Nah, you chilling? Yeah, we just released that, and we just recorded our top 12 wide receivers for redraft. So that's also going to be coming out here very soon. We're really excited about that one as well. Once again, as we get closer and closer to the season, there's going to be a lot more content on this redraft channel. It's going to start popping up. Tebow, you're on the clock here. Maybe just make a hard decision. There goes Derrick Henry
off the board. D. Henry off the board. Where did you have Derrick Henry ranked?
I had him my fourth, so right after Najee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Chase at the 106, Eckler at the 107. That is incredible value for Austin Eckler at the 107.
Incredible.
I cannot stress how incredible that value is there. I'm going to do something that people won't like here, and I'm obviously assuming that Alvin Kamara is not going to be suspended. If he is suspended, there's no way I would make this my first pick, but I feel super confident in Alvin Kamara. So I'm going to take him here at the 104, and I don't feel like it's a reach. A lot of people will. That's fine. Really excited about him this year. If he can stay healthy, I mean, he was on track to average, the most targets per game last year. Wasn't able to stay for all those games, but if he can stay healthy, if Michael Thomas is back, if Olave, I mean, this defense is going to be good. The offense is going to be improved. I think he's a lock for 10 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, we got to wait and see. I definitely believe this offense is going to improve. Another year on the Jameis, obviously he got hurt. And I think we saw that game. Remember that game where Jameis like Alvin Kamara didn't get any targets. He was like, "What the hell's happening?" And
Yeah.
if you actually look at it, they corrected it immediately after. That was one thing I wanted to say in that video that we weren't able to like get to. But
Oh wow,
Josh
Josh Allen
Allen
at
at
the
the 2-2.
202.
Yeah, Josh Allen at the 2-2.
That's gonna happen in a lot of leagues
It
too.
will. It will. But yeah, one thing I wanted to say was like, I don't know, just mute notifications for my Facebook family chat. They overcorrected that immediately after. You know, he had like 8 targets in the game after, and then 11 targets in the game after that. So I do believe we're going to see him getting hyper targeted. We just got to wait and see if he is going to get suspended.
All right, I'm gonna go back to back running backs here, and it's gonna be Leonard Fournette for me. Leonard Fournette, another one of those guys who I think is going to get a ton of targets this year. No Chris Godwin to start the year. Gronk isn't there. AB is gone. So for me, Leonard Fournette is going to absolutely feast again this year. Especially look at him he had 84 targets in 14 games last year, which would equate to 102 targets on the season. He would have been first in targets amongst running backs. So I feel really confident in Fournette in a PPR league.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook and Joe Mixon, definitely good values there on the turn. Can't disagree with that. El Tigre says, I like that Chase goes at the 106 no matter if it's dynasty or redraft. True.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very true.
And Zach said Dalvin and Joe Mixon on the turn feels like a steal. It definitely does. You know,
I
Dalvin.
said that. I literally just said that.
Well, now you know how it feels when I say something and you do that.
Bro. I literally said that like 3 seconds ago.
Yeah, I'd be doing this. I'd be doing the same thing though. Or you be doing the same thing.
Okay.
Don't act like you don't.
Yeah, no, for sure. Diggs at the 206. I do love me some Stephon Diggs.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was hoping it was gonna fall to me for a quick second. To be completely honest with you.
Dak says I was struggling between Fournette and Swift. Who do you have ranked higher? I have Fournette ranked higher than DeAndre Swift. Swift is one of those guys I do feel like, yeah, he definitely has top 5 upside. Funnily enough, if he played all of the season, he would have been the most targeted player. I'm a little bit worried about Swift though, not in the sense that like he's not going to be good, but I think this is a better team. And if you owned DeAndre Swift last year, when did all of his points come? It all came in the fourth quarter. It all came when they were down and they were doing a bunch of dump offs. I think this team's going to be a little bit better this year. I think they figured out a rhythm. I think this is a potentially 6, 7, 8 win team. So I'm not sure if there's going to be as many dump off drives to end the game. And there's a lot of options in that offense now. I think Swift will be a huge part, but I would lean Leonard Fournette personally in a redraft PPR.
I'm taking Swift. I think you can hear that in the video as well.
Yep.
You know, with Williams coming in, this team is better. You know, Frank Rant. I always butcher his name, but the offensive lineman, he was out for the whole season as well. Another year in this offense with Jared Goff. Amon-Ra St. Brown is now somebody that they actually need to worry about. You know, TJ Hawkinson is going to be healthy. Maybe there's less targets for Swift, but maybe it's more scoring opportunities. He can be more efficient in different ways. So I'm actually really happy where Swift went at the 2-3. I think it's good value in my opinion. But
Yeah.
Lenny's not far off for me as well. So I have Swift, I think 7, and then Lenny 10. Let me just double check that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Swift 7 and Lenny 10. So that's where I'm at right now.
So we see Andrews at the 210, then Debo, Mike Evans. I love the Mike Evans pick there. That makes him the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wide receiver 9 off the board.
Mm-hmm.
He is my wide receiver 7. I'm excited for you guys to see that video. We just recorded it today. It will be out in the next couple of days on this channel. Our top 12 wide receiver rankings. There goes Aaron Jones off the board, who I think is really, really good value where you got him.
Agreed.
I mean, he's going to get so many targets this year. What does that make him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That makes him the 13th running back. He's my RB11, so I'm definitely on board there.
Let's see where goes.
We got any background music on the stream?
I thought I did.
Or just
I
dead
would say,
space?
we're just dead space. Sometimes it's, hey, it happens, you know.
Dead space.
Blaze.
Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh.
There goes Keenan Allen off the board.
That is exactly what I wanted right there. Let me just look for. Man. I mean, they're technically interchangeable. So do I want to go? Maybe I can get my 12th wide receiver, which is going to be T. Higgins. I say T. Higgins and Deontay Johnson for me are very interchangeable in my wide receiver 12, especially being my wide receiver 1 on the team. I'll be really comfortable taking him.
Yeah. I'm all aboard the T. Higgins train.
All right, some background music. Did you hear me? Some background music.
Zach says, I saw a stat that mentioned in games where Devontae Adams didn't play. Yeah, this is a good stat. Aaron Jones averaged 7 receptions and 50 yards through the air. I know he's.
Yeah.
You know, the question people keep asking is who's going to replace Devontae Adams? Well, obviously a wide receiver is going to get a ton of work. We don't know who yet.
Exactly.
But so will Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones will as well.
Yeah. It's crazy enough. I didn't have Aaron Jones in my top 12, but another guy that's just right there. There's going to be so many wide receivers and running back just outside that top 10, that top 12 that you want to take there because, once again, at least for me, very interchangeable. Like you think of high upside, you think of targets, you think of offense, you think of who their quarterback is. You know, there's so many factors that go into that, and it's just so hard to truly rank these guys unless we're ranking them just based off like 1% of like if we really go deep into it and you can be like, you know, well, Aaron Jones gets 1% more workload than someone like a Javonte Williams. That's why I'm taking Aaron Jones, but it's kind of tough to really think about like how to really break it down when it comes down to those percentages, because then they're all going to be like that, you know?
Yeah. Saquon could be really good value there at the 311. That's pretty good value. I consider taking him at the 309.
Who? Sorry, Saquon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was considering taking him at the 3-4. That's why I was like, maybe I'll take 3 running backs, or do I go I got my 1-2 punch and Najee and Devontae. I'll take T. Higgins. That's why I went there.
I like the T. Higgins pick. I do like the T. Higgins pick. I'm a big Higgins fan.
All right. Yo, congratulations, Dak. That's huge. She's like, I got promoted today at work. Divisions Director Health Coordinator. I'm seeing what, CO or coordinator. I don't know which one that means. Miss Dak is tuned in. Say hey, Amber Heard's a fool. LOL.
I love it. I love it. First off, huge congratulations on the promotion.
Yeah, that's huge.
Division Director Healthcare Coordinator, or whatever the CEO means. That's insanely awesome. Congratulations on your promotion.
That is huge. We're coming to you. We in Dallas, right? I'll come Dallas.
Yeah.
We'll come hang out with you.
Shout out to Miss Dak. Yes, Amber Heard. The verdict came out today. It was brutal. It was brutal for her, but I think it was right. I think it was the right verdict, personally. I love that, Zach. By the way, Zach, I feel like I don't think we've seen you on the Dynasty channel. Have you been over on the Dynasty channel? Not that you have to be, but I feel like we had so many conversations on this channel last year. We just haven't been active on it. So some people don't know that we had a Dynasty channel. And it's been cool to see some people that we haven't talked to in a while here on our redraft channel.
Yeah.
Patience Cecilia says, I'm never choosing AJ Brown again. Never. I would have been in the playoffs if it not were for him.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Rough.
He has to stay healthy, man. That's the biggest question. 2 big questions. Can he stay healthy? Can Jalen Hurts make him fantasy relevant? We got to wait and see.
Yes, we do. All right, there goes Jerry Jeudy off the board, which is great because, man, there's so many good running backs in redraft.
There's so much. It's kind
I
of
think
crazy.
I'm gonna go wide receiver here. I have big expectations for this wide receiver in particular this year, and I don't know that he's gonna fall to me at the 5'9". It is one of my statement. He will be a my guy this year. I can already feel it. It's Allen Robinson. He's in my top 12 rankings. Fight me if you want to. I don't know if he would have fallen to the 5'9". I don't know. Like his ADP probably shouldn't be this high. I'm just trying this out.
Okay.
Did you want to grab him with your next pick?
I was definitely looking at him for sure.
You're like, okay.
No. I agree. You know, like I definitely agree. He's definitely a guy that I love, and you know, we both love. So
Yeah, sure. Totally.
we just gotta get him where we can. Honestly.
Yeah. Dak says, division director of healthcare company. I run all the attorney business now. My company has a bunch of doctors. We do injury stuff. That's sick.
That is
That's
cool,
awesome.
Man. Yeah,
Huge
congratulations.
W.
Yeah.
Huge W for the Dak family.
Mm-hmm.
Should definitely be a Chick-fil-A night.
Chick-fil-A.
Kason says, how do you feel on Aaron Jones this year? We love Aaron
Yeah.
Jones. I actually have Aaron Jones as my RB11 at this point. And yeah, I mean, we keep saying it, the 169 targets that are vacated from Adams,
It's
a
not-
good portion of those will go to Aaron Jones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're okay. I mean, in a PPR format, you know, depending on how your league goes, you want a back that can catch the ball, you know, and Aaron Jones can definitely do that. We're okay with AJ Dillon getting the touches. That's okay. Aaron Jones is going to get all the opportunities in the air, and that's why he's still a top guy.
Yeah. Zach says, yes, sir, I have. I try to be in both as much as possible. I've been in a few mocks and startups on the Dynasty. My sleeper name used to be Jevin Tankins, but I changed it to Zach. Changed it so it'd be easier to tell who I am both on Sleeper and YouTube.
Nice.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Honestly, that is so true. It is so hard to know who people are on different platforms because people will have a Discord name and it's different to their YouTube username. And their YouTube username and their Discord name is also different to their sleeper name. You know? So it's hard to keep up with. Jason says, do you guys think Cam Akers is overrated?
Well, you'll get you're getting two opportunities here.
Look, I think Akers is I think he's just someone I want to avoid. I'll say it that way. He's someone that I do want to avoid. I'm not actively looking to draft Cam Akers personally. I don't know if Badaki I do know that Badaki loves Akers, so he would see it a little bit differently, but I'm on the side of just not looking real. Like, he doesn't excite me when I see him on the board. I don't feel like he's someone I'm excited to draft or that I'm going to go out of my way to make sure I get.
22nd RB off the board.
Making his
Sorry,
pick.
I'll take Brees.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I think that's a great pick. I think he probably should have gone. Well, I think that's perfect. I would even consider taking him earlier. So I think it's a good pick.
Just to answer your question about Cam Akers, I'm a believer in Cam Akers. I understand the injury hurdle is a big hurdle to get, to get over, but I think he's in one of the best offenses that actually really wants to utilize him. And I do believe once they get into that, in that red zone area, they're going to use him just like we saw they use Darrell Williams last year. He was a top 10 running back in the first half of the season before he got injured because of those touchdown opportunities and those red zone opportunities. I think Cam Akers is going to hopefully continue to provide that moving into this year. You're right. The injuries is the biggest question, and I'm believing in him to bounce back off that injury.
Man, Surtain's team is so good right now. Oh my God. I love Pittman this year. I really love Pittman this year. That's who I was considering at the 4-4 with Allen Robinson. Man, the 101 looks incredible right now in redraft. Dak says, I want to change my name in the golf league to the real Zach Savage. Just change it to Jerry Jones. LT Gray says LT Gray on Sleeper, YouTube, and then Biggie Stardust on Discord.
Just to let you know. Just to let
Yeah.
everyone know, guys, okay?
Zach Miller says, how often are you guys planning to do redraft mocks moving forward? I think we'll just start doing more and more as we get closer to the season. I would imagine like 2 months before, we're probably going to be doing like 2 to 3 a week. A month before, probably 5 a week, to be honest with Daki.
We're just gonna be popping out
Yeah.
redraft mocks just so everyone can get into it. A lot of people like to do their redraft drafts right before, like a week before the season starts. So we're gonna give everyone that opportunity right before to get a lot of mocks in. Let me just make my pick here. A guy that I love, a guy once again super undervalued, maybe in Dynasty and in redraft, and that's Cortland Sutton. I think I'm be really happy to take him as my wide receiver too over some of these other guys. At the 5'4", that feels really comfortable for me.
Oh, that's awesome. Gator says, interesting question. I know it depends on strategy and they are at different positions, but what do you guys feel best taking in the third between Connor, Higgins, or Andrews? And is it close? I would say it is very close. Connor would be the last on that list for me. And I talked about that in the video that we just released today. I talked about James Conner and some of my concerns. Specifically, so James Conner is my running back 15. Let me just make my pick. Damn, I thought Etienne might be there. Obviously.
Yeah, he went.
Obviously, too high hopes. I'll grab a tight end here. I'll grab George Kittle. So James Conner is my running back 15. I know that won't be popular. He scored a ton of touchdowns last year, but what I'm really concerned about is he was extremely inefficient. Most of those touchdowns came from inside the 5-yard line. I mean, how many touchdowns were taken from Kyler that were Kyler's the year before? They were just given to James Conner this year. Scored a ton of touchdowns, but if you actually look at his true yards per carry rate, which is a premium that Player Profiler puts together, where they take away runs that are more than 10 yards, it's a more accurate way to describe yards per carry. And James Conner's yards per carry, he ranked 62nd in the NFL. Think about how bad that is. 62nd in the NFL. That means that almost like every running back 1 and 2 on every other NFL team had a better yards per carry almost. And I think if the expectation people have is that he's going to get a ton of work through the air, I don't know that that's true either. They just signed Darrell Williams. It wasn't a big contract, but Darrell Williams in Kansas City last year had the 12th most targets amongst running backs. So I think Connor worries me more than Higgins and Andrews. But if you're going for positional advantage, I think Andrews is the better pick. If you want to go tight end that early, but I would go Higgins if I'm not doing tight end that early.
Yeah, I would definitely go Higgins and then Andrews and then Connor. Connor is a guy I still believe in. I said this before. I'm hoping. Well, I said this earlier before, Williams got picked up. If they can produce the same production or give him the same workload that he got last year in the first half of the season, where he wasn't getting the carries, he wasn't getting the yards, all those yards on the ground, but he was getting the touchdowns, I'm happy with that, because the more opportunity James Conner gets, the more likely that he will get injured. And we saw that when Chase Edmonds went down, James Conner was a true starter. It was 2-3 games, and then James Conner with the full workload in the air and on the ground gets injured. So if Williams can carry that true workload that Chase Edmonds got that past year, and James Conner stays in that same realm of like 40, the 40% workload, 50% workload, I'll be really comfortable taking him in my top 12.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely, I don't think that Connor at 3.5 is a reach, because that makes him the 14th running back off the board. I have him as my RB15, so I don't even think it's a reach. I'm just way more skeptical on him than the average person. So Yeah, I just find it a little bit harder to really trust him the way other people have been trusting him.
For sure. I definitely hear you. Just gotta take a chance. Believe in your guys. Back it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Okay, Traylon Burks and Amon-Ra off the board. Do you find it weird that Amon-Ra is going higher in redraft than Dynasty? Is that not at least slightly strange at all?
I guess it's
'Cause it's happening consistently.
the passing opportunities. Look, I'm still a fan of the Amon-Ra, and I do believe he'll get the targets. I really do.
You might want to just slightly turn your mic down, just slightly. You're fine. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I do believe.
I'm gonna take Kyler here, by the way, at the 6'4". I feel like that's a pretty good advantage there.
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at it here, the second half, yeah, they were injured, but I don't know. I'm okay with him. He's his wide receiver 2. Maybe he could be a flex position. Obviously, he drafted Traylon Burks, who should be a wide receiver 1 on that team. Technically, Amon-Ra should be the third option on his team.
Well, he'll be anywhere from the first to the third.
Clearly.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, even fourth if you want to put in Swift in there.
Sure, yeah. Kaysen says, last year I traded Darrell Henderson and Swift for Debo. Mans was clueless on the trade. Depends on when that trade happened, to be honest, because if you gave me that trade before the season began, I probably would have taken Swift and Henderson.
Yeah, probably.
Remember? I mean, last year in redraft leagues, we were talking about Debo Samuel in the 8th round. Remember? We made that Ayuk Debo video, and I said purely based off of his ADP, I would go Debo.
And Henderson was hyped because Cam was out for early in the season, and he was another top. He was already being projected as a top 20 running back before the season started, just based off that offense. So it just really depends on when that happened.
Yeah, the conversation on Debo changed a lot this year. Changed a lot. Shout out to the 20 people watching the stream, guys. Huge love. We're doing a redraft mock. We've been grinding on the Dynasty channel. Now we're back, ready to do a bunch of redraft content for you guys. We actually just dropped our top 12 running back rankings video. So if you want to see a video, basically the way we did it is I showed Badaki mine. He didn't see it beforehand. And then he asked me questions about it. And then I looked at his. I didn't see his beforehand. And then I asked him questions about it. So if you want to see that video, I'll paste it there in the chat. You can open up in a different browser, maybe watch it after the stream. But that was a really fun one to record. And we've got wide receivers coming soon. So go ahead and like the video, show some love, subscribe if you want to keep seeing this content. Huge love for the support.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man. For everyone that's supporting us on Redraft and in Dynasty, all love. I had Mixon and Eckler, but didn't have a good wide receiver, so got rid of Swift and Henderson. Yeah, that's all right. Henderson kind of fell off in the second half of the season. Same thing with Swift, so it really worked out for you in your favor. I'm on the clock here.
Absolutely.
Man, this is where it gets difficult.
Yeah. Just while you're making a pick, Gator, I agree. I think you do have good running backs. I'm not even saying that James Conner's not a good pick there, because I think he is. I really do think it's a good pick there at the 3-5. I was just saying my concerns about him overall, but no, I think you've got a really good running back room for sure. It's a very solid group room at this point. You don't have to say you love me. All right. I have not stopped listening to Harry Styles' new album since it came out.
It's absolutely fantastic. A beautiful album.
Fight me if you don't like it, but it's such a good album.
I'll be honest with you. I've never listened to any other Harry Styles album, and the only songs that I know from Harry Styles is the songs that are probably just on the radio. But I know every single song on this album, and it's fantastic.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's great.
If you're doing work or studying or whatever, it's just such a good one to put on in the background.
It is.
You don't have to say you love me.
Oh, man. Dalton Schultz being slept on. Tight end 3 last year. I think they said, yeah, I mean, he is the guy. And Amari Cooper's out. More opportunity for him, especially being franchise tagged. there. So I mean, I definitely see where he
I
can.
agree he's being slept on. How high are you comfortable taking him though? That's my question, because this would make him the tight end 6.
I mean, I'm definitely taking Hawkinson still over Dalton, which.
I don't actually know the answer to that. I'm just asking in general, like how high are we really, like how high are we really comfortable taking him? Because
I think here is fine.
Would I rather take Dalton Schultz here, or like a Zach Ertz later on, or a Joku, take a shot, you know? 7th round's a pretty important pick. I don't know the answer to it. It's just questions that I'm thinking of in my head.
No, for sure. And I'm okay taking Schultz after TJ. You know, like if you really think about it, Dalton Schultz is on the better offense. TJ has to compete with all these other guys to get targets. Yeah. So
we haven't done our tight end rankings yet. I'm not sure that I would have TJ over Schultz yet. I don't know the answer to that.
Same.
I'm on the board here, and I'm gonna take a shot on Miles Sanders. I know it was a rough year last year, but he's one of my win now. If you're in Dynasty, he's one of my win now trade targets. I talked about how efficient he was, how unlucky he was. So I'll take him here as my 3rd RB at the 7-9. This is a player who was going at like the 3-2 last year. So I feel much more comfortable taking him here this late. Team that runs the ball a lot. I think he's got a chance to get around 5, 6, 7 touchdowns on the year if things go right. And he was so efficient with the touches that he got. One of the most efficient running backs in the NFL. Just everything went against him. So I'll take a shot on him this late. I feel pretty comfortable with that. Pollard would have been my other choice there if I did not go for Sanders. So, yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
Now it makes sense.
That was kind of like the last tier as well of guys I really wanted to trust as my 3rd RB.
Yeah.
Like now the running backs on the board, I don't really want any of these guys to be my 3rd running back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was my concern. That's why I took a running back so high. You know, the only other the two other people that I want are 3 technically: Mitchell, Etienne, and Walker. Other than that, I feel that there's a drastic drop, at least for me. I know AJ Dillon is an opportunity. Damian Harris is an opportunity who finished top 15 running back. But I'd rather get the upside in Brees at the 4-9. So it's really tough. I think this year, I think you said it earlier in our last redraft, saying that maybe the goal is to get these running backs sooner rather than later, because the wide receiver depth is so important. I mean, it's just so there. Like you have so much more opportunity. Look.
I don't know where it lands yet. I think we're gonna have to wait a month there, or a little bit to really see ADP, because if we're honest, that's what determines value.
Mm-hmm.
It's like what this year, are running backs going early? Are wide receivers going too early? Like where is it falling?
At the moment,
because it does change. It does change every year.
Does.
It feels.
At the moment, it feels like running backs are going to be great value, or not great value, but like you should solidify them because they're going to go so much more earlier.
Yeah.
Look, 7th round already. There's no one on the board.
Yeah.
Like you're taking a shot in the dark in Singletary and Chase. The other person I could probably say is Cook, a guy that I love, Michael Carter. Like maybe Damien. Really depends, but like.
No, I get it.
I think maybe solidifying these running backs early and then being okay with the wide receiver room after, because like man, there's still some talent at wide receivers here. So in this 7th round or 8th round, excuse me.
Yeah. I'm looking at the board. I am gonna grab a wide receiver here. I was thinking about Devonta Smith. Don't really want to trust him with Hurts. You guys know my concerns, whether they're right or wrong. So I think I'm actually gonna try and take an upside pick here in the 8th, and I'm gonna go for Sky Moore here. Okay. I have no idea, literally no idea who's gonna be the most valuable wide receiver in Kansas City. Genuinely, like it could be Juju, but MVS got more money. It could be Sky Moore. Like I have no idea who it's going to be. So I'll take a shot here at the 8-4. Kelsey's obviously going to be the most valuable guy there. He's going to have a monster year, but yeah, it's so hard. But I'll take a shot there. I feel like that's an upside pick in the 8th round, which I'm okay with taking a shot there.
I like Sky for sure. He's a guy that I definitely had my eye on. If Tebow doesn't take the guy that I'm thinking of, then I'm gonna take. Obviously, I'm gonna take him. So I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, by the way, ribs and burgers, Benaki. Enjoy 40% off this Monday to Thursday using the code Thank You.
Okay. Thank you. 40% off.
You're welcome, bro. 40% off is huge, isn't it?
That is.
My wife just heard me talking about ribs and burger. She's here. What?
All right.
Yeah.
He took him. I know
What,
Zach.
do you want to do that for lunch? So do that for dinner.
Zach was just talking about Devonta Smith and not believing in him and Jalen Hurts. I'm actually in the opposite side. I believe in Devonta Smith. I believe in Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, truly his second year starting. His true second year starting. Now getting another better wide receiver in AJ Brown.
Sounds good.
Devonta Smith flourishes with other talents around him. He didn't have anyone besides him, besides Jalen Reagor, Quez Watkins, and JJ Arthur-Whiteside. Now having AJ Brown, I believe in Devonta Smith. It sounds crazy. There's a video that I did on the Dynasty where like I do believe he could break out, and a breakout is from wide receiver 12 to wide receiver 20 because he finished wide receiver 30 this past year. So a guy I believe in the 8th round. Sheesh, the first round pick in the 8th round. We know the talent of Devonta Smith, the route running king. They used to call him back in the day.
Never question his talent. Never question his talent.
I know, not you. Just saying. Just crazy.
Yeah.
It's just
love
crazy.
him as a talent. Marsh says, just finished watching the startup stream. Always love the content, lads. Huge love, bro. Thanks for hanging out.
All love.
Badaki, can we change it to 30 seconds
We
after
can.
this pick?
We can change it 30 seconds. I'm waiting.
This could be an auto
Could
from
be
Pat.
all big. Could be click click. Oh, dang.
All right, go ahead and pause it and change it to 30 seconds.
1 second, guys. Draft settings.
Justin says, Tebow fan trying to reach you in the league chat. So it looks like he's trying to send you a message over there on Sleeper. Is anyone else having issues with Sleeper notifications?
Yes.
For whatever reason, I'm not getting any notifications. Is it just me?
It's the same thing that happens to me, and then you open it, and then you realize you have a notification. Then you realize
Yeah,
you
like
have
so
it.
many.
Yeah, that happens to me
Okay,
all
I'm
the
glad
time.
that it's not just me. I don't understand what's going on. And has anyone done that and found like a fix?
No, I don't think so. We changed the time to 30 seconds here, guys. Let's put that in the chat.
Come on.
Or Zachary did, actually.
Sorry, I was talking to Billy. We were talking about a trade.
Billy on the
Billy
street.
Spriggs, my guy.
Let's look at this roster here. Let's see
I was trying to get out Justin Thielen in some of these leagues where I'm a win now team. But like he's weird. He's like on the edge. Like I'm not paying a second round pick in Dynasty for Thielen, but I guess like most owners wouldn't accept a third. It's a hard place to be.
I guess it depends on that second, you know? You hope that second is going to be a late round second pick.
Justin says, yeah, the app has been real buggy with notifications.
I don't
Yeah,
know what to do. I don't know what to do.
about to get autoed here.
Come on.
Yeah, I
It's
just
an auto.
I'm getting no, it's not auto.
Oh,
I had him on my queue. I put him on my queue last second.
That's brave of you to use your queue.
No, I just did that last second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna go.
Like, I'm not trying. I don't let anyone see my queue when I'm streaming.
Yeah, same. Badaki party foul. Yeah. It happens. It always happens once. It's okay. I feel confident in the rest of my team. I mean, I like my wide receivers. What I really should have looked at is the tight ends. That was my downfall. Maybe I could have gotten a guy there.
Could it be a auto for Patty?
Patty's
All right,
been on for a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
take Christian Kirk here. I think he's gonna get a shit ton of targets in Jacksonville, as he should. So excuse my language, but I'll take a chance there. Do my very best. I think we go to round. Let's see right now.
Round 12,
I
right?
think we go round 12. You said?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do round 12.
That's what we were doing the past couple times.
Okay, cool. Round 12, last round. You don't have to say you love me.
We're gonna be good this year, man. We're gonna be significantly. Let me rephrase that. We are going to be significantly better, and that's all. That brings me hope.
I don't. What part? Who are you referring to?
I'm talking about the New York Football Giants.
How do we transition there?
The only reason why I said that is because I just opened up my Instagram and I saw.
Okay, right.
I watched one of their stories and I was like, "Damn, man, we're actually."
Wait, how did we even get here? Levon says guys in my league won't even take the second. So you're saying guys in your league won't take a second for Thielen? Absolute chumps. I would take a second if I'm not a win now team for sure. Another guy I think is going to potentially bring good value. We've talked about it, Badaki, Alan Lazard.
Mm-hmm.
He was the wide receiver from weeks what to what? You had a stat. I couldn't remember what it was, but
from wide receiver, he was a top 10 wide receiver from weeks 14 to 18.
Yeah. So who knows? He has the most chemistry with Rodgers, I would say at this point. You know, obviously Cobb, but Cobb's not the same player. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm okay with the squad. I was trying to figure out if this felt too early for Allen Robinson. I don't think it does, but I also don't think I will ever need to take him this high in a redraft league. Like, he should fall further than this based on his ADP. A lot of mainstream media, Badaki, have Allen Robinson as like the RB 30 this year.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's gonna change. There's no doubt about it. I just want to pull up that stat, like that specific stat. Sorry, I just want to double check so you guys know, because it was actually pretty incredible. When I saw it, I was like, sheesh, bro.
Pretty sure you got that stat right. You just said it right.
Just double checking. I said top 10. Yeah, wide receiver 8. Weeks 14
wide receiver
to 18.
8. Yeah.
So, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Definitely impressive. Hey, it's impressive, bruvs.
All right.
A lot of autos here.
Yeah, it happens, you know. This is where it gets interesting. Like, who the hell do I take here?
I'll walk through fire for you.
I guess I'm believing in the breakout, you know? Quarterbacks are going to be interesting, you know? Like, how would I rank Zach Wilson among these guys? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14th quarterback off the board. I feel pretty confident 14. I think he could be 14th up there.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks are going to be interesting. We won't do draft grades for this, guys, as we're still trying to.
The quarterback that I was, and I will have a lot of stock of him this year. Like, I will do a lot of leagues where I do 0 quarterback until this area, and then I'm gonna draft Trey Lance all day. I really think that if he starts all 12 games, he's a lock for a top 12 finish.
It depends. I mean, like, as we get closer to the season, Jimmy G is gone for sure. I think a lot of people, not that they're scared of Jimmy G, but maybe they just want that security. Once Jimmy G's gone,
yeah.
Cool. You know, like now Trey Lance is really solidified. I'm really comfortable taking him top 10 or the top 10 running back in a redraft. Maybe people just need that. I think he will go higher. I think we will be seeing him in the 8th round, like where Dak Prescott has gone. 8-5, you know, maybe end of the 8th. But I agree. I definitely hear you though. 11-9.
Bro, I opened up. This is just classic. This is why I don't go on Twitter. I opened up Twitter. First thing I saw, Gabriel Davis will be a top 10 wide receiver, and this is why.
That's it. That's all you need. Listen to it.
This is why I don't go on Twitter.
Should we just be the troll of fantasy football on Twitter? Should we be the troll of the fantasy football Twitter? Would that just be too harsh? People probably hate us for that.
Immediately no. Immediately no. All right, last round here. Only got 3 running backs. Damn. Okay, I'm on the board. You know, I actually think I'm going to take JD McKissick. Yeah, give me some JD here. I still think he's going to get quite a few targets. Maybe I should have gone running back earlier and grabbed like Jahan this round.
Jahan Dotson. You live and you learn, you know?
You don't have to say you love me.
Oh, Kurt. That's what I wanted. You know what? I'll take Jameis.
I'll take Jameis. Make sure you hit in draft after this. Yeah, autos. All right, that is the draft today. No draft grades today. We're still wrapping our head around redraft, but this was really fun. Hope you guys have fun. Yeah. I would say I had the best team by far, so easy. No,
classic.
No, I think everyone did really well. I honestly though, the 101 is going to be so powerful this year in redraft leagues.
You think so?
Sheesh. Yeah, I really do.
We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see.
Zach says, well, you sniped me for Trey Lance. Kind of killed an amazing team, Zach. I was going Lance and Hines to finish. Well, you got Justin. Justin. That's a pretty good team as well. Yeah, you put together a good one. Anyway, guys, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed. If you're here from Dynasty Channel, if you're here, join us again for redraft. Thanks for the love. Drop a like on your way out. Make sure you subscribe. And last thing I'll say is make sure you check out our top 12 wide receiver, running back video that we just dropped today. And we will see you guys tomorrow on the Dynasty Channel. We have a real draft.
That's right, man.